Okay, so let's continue to the next concept. So we just learned about worldview, WV. And the next key concept is paradigm. So our worldview regarding a particular aspects of our experience, such as morality, that is what we call the paradigm. Now we know that paradigm is not just a thought, it's not just a tendency of thinking, but paradigms are connected to our experience. So basically it's something that is being considered as more practical. We say paradigm of practice rather than just paradigm of thoughts. Well, paradigm of thoughts can also be used, been mentioned a lot too in the past in different books. But the implication of the word paradigm is something to be more practical in nature. So overall ways of regarding explaining a phenomenon. So we use paradigms and to explain something. So it provides structure, details, as well as explanations of what happened and why it happened. Um, and that is actually a paradigm. um, the next concept is self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a vicious cycle wherein our worldview gets confirmed by our experience, and our experience further confirm our existing distorted worldview. So we sometimes say, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. It sounds a lot like a placebo type, um, trying to reinforce a power affirmation. Like if you affirm, your belief it turn out to be reality. This is not dirty psychology. It's been practiced by so many people, keep people positive and engaging and leading to their successes. So self-fulfilling prophecy is that type too. If you actually think a certain way, believe a certain way, then you will become that way. In other words. So more generally, we make a prediction and we do all the things right according to the prediction, and it turned out to be true. Our prediction just somehow be confirmed or verified, by our own actions. And yes, our actions become the confirmations of our belief as well. Okay, so next term is self-validations to support one's own claim by confirming it with one's own belief of the same idea rather than checking it with other objective assessments. No cross-checking. Self-validations, on one hand, it can be used um, for an educational purpose. So you have a belief, and then you try to validate your belief, your thoughts, your view, maybe. But some people would do that arrogantly, and that turns out to be very negative. So self validations could be very negative terms. When people just become arrogantly supporting what they believe by using opinions or random guesses or hunches, and not having any solid evidence or reason to somehow support their claim. Next concept is analysis. We learned that from the three levels of thinking just now. Analysis is a delineations or a determinations of opinions from fact, and we need to question the underlying or what we call unwarranted assumptions, and be prepared to refuse to accept our resulting narrow interpretations of our experience. Now, we are what we call the 2D being. We are not able to see what's behind our back. Not really. What's on the left, what's on the right, what is available above our head or below our feet. We are not very aware of that. We only see things, ahead of us a lot of time. So we are very limited, so even our physical constructs are very limited. And in this sense, we somehow need analysis, the power of the mind to help us to learn on and beyond this physical world. And we are not going to be narrow with our judgment in terms of only relying on our own experience. And if we do that, then we become biased to our own worldview alone. And this could somehow lead us to a lot of fallacy. It's like, hey, from my experience, hey, from my culture, hey, in my religion, hey, in my social practice or orientation. So if we have a tendency to do so,